Good day, this is Specialist Morgan, United States Army, General Accounting Office, Director, Federal Pilot Project I. Second part, breach of contracts, judicial breaches of contract. This document is the day clock for the 8 breaches in the state and federal judicial contracts for their guarantees for trial by jury and for other violations as of June 17th, 2011. They have violated and breached this contract for 6,653 days for the first 4 violations, and 6,653 days for the other 4 violations. And these are only the violations that were answered in the summons and the complaint, not including the other defendants who failed to file the summons and the complaint. Note that this is a 10-minute video only. That is to block the webcams issue to. Backing up for a moment, this is my military DD2 again. This also shows my military education. Trained as a 16 Sierra Red Eye Stinger, 54 Bravo Nuclear Biological Chemical Warfare Specialist, 31 Mike multi-channel communications operator. Next is the formal civil minutes that was breached. This is case number CD 93-288JE, case title Morgan versus Mueller et al. If you notice, this has 3 defense attorneys' names there. Does not include Miss Khan because of a fraudulent summary judgment and dismissal after she answered the summons and complaint. I am listed as the plaintiff's counsel pro se. Also to be noted in this, another breach of contract, the court ordered me to allow the defendants to write their own pretrial order, and even after that was lodged, again the court breached its judiciary contracts with me, and later in the case allowed a summary judgment of dismissal when a jury trial had been demanded. Second civil minutes. Notice that it's blank. Also notice that it says down at the bottom of the case that the case entitled Morgan versus Hardin has been terminated, and therefore nothing else can be done in that matter. You notice on the previous civil minutes that a Mr. James Simpson, that is the attorney for KK&R Incorporated, Limited Liability Company, Fred Myers Incorporation, and Miss Hardin. I do not know how the judge could say that case had been dismissed when the attorney's name is on there for the pretrial order instructions. Note that the case on this is CD 93-288 AS. And this page right here is the cause for this page right here. This day, the days clock for the case. One other note is that the attorney that was disbarred's number is 852128. Again, the disbarred attorney's number in the case is 852128. Note the associated case numbers. Note no start date, no end date. Again, notice associated paperwork or related paperwork as the court called it. Again, no termination date. Note the associated court paperwork. Breaches of contract. Failed to allow any type of oral arguments in any of the cases until filed the fourth case. Original breach of contract. My former employer, Fred Myers Incorporated, represented by employees represented by union UFWC 555. Note that on this, she charges me, this is an employee warning, when she suspends me without pay for 2 days with a conservatory value in excess of $100 and note that the charge was gross discourteous to numerous customers, which can be proven fraudulent because her first claim is on 11/2 of 1992 that I was grossly discourteous to Ross Perot. She means the presidential candidate Ross Perot. I don't know how that is humanly possible. Ross Perot was down at his campaign headquarters on that day for the presidential election. Note also here on this documentation that the store director claimed that I asked for this write-up myself, this meeting, get written up. Really now? That's sort of redundant. Also, it is required by the union contract that she cannot remove me from my position or reduce my hours without my consent and the presence of a union representative. Just like the police department, anytime a police officer is charged with something, they get their union representative to come and defend themselves before any actions are taken. That did not happen in my case. We will come back more to this later. Also, on 12/5 of 1992, note on this one that she told me that if I did not come back to work, that they would inform everyone I voluntarily quit. The second write-up was on 12